Can I just ask you what you're doing here?
Yes, sir. I'm in public taking pictures of a public building, expressing my First Amendment right to freedom of press. I'm here to actually file a complaint.
Okay. You have that right. You have all those rights. You just
Thank you. Well, he appears to tell me that I don't.
Now, just so you know, there are areas of this building that are posted.
Absolutely.
Off limits.
Yep.
Sergeant, you might want to train her better on the First Amendment. Thank you, sir.
All right, no problem. You have a good day.
Can I get your name and badge?
My name is Sergeant David O'Brien.
Thank you. Yep. She's very unprofessional. Can I get her last name, please?
Turner.
Turner?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it. She doesn't seem to know the First Amendment.
Oh, I'm sorry, do you?
Welcome to Mr. Rights, where your rights matter and the truth always stands with you. Every day we uncover how the law works outside the courtroom, where real encounters happen. From ID refusal to unlawful stops, we break it down so you know your power. No hype, just your rights, real cases, and real knowledge. Hit subscribe, because knowing is the first step to standing your ground.
Working on a story for the township?
You're working on a story for the township.
Well, about the township for me.
For you?
Yes.
What are you making, a documentary?
It's a news story.
A news story?
Yeah.
You have ID?
I always have ID.
Okay, can you provide that?
No.
You can do whatever you want, but you need to identify who you are.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I do, sir.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
And what law is that?
Well, it came in as a suspicious person. Anytime we
Okay.
investigate as to somebody calling in about suspicious, we need to at least identify who it is we spoke to. You're not in trouble in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, then I don't need to give ID.
Well, you do.
What law
because
is
I need
that?
to know who you are.
What law is
If I'm
that?
investigating a crime, it's actually called obstruction if you fail to provide
Wrong.
documentation. No, sir,
Quote
that's not wrong.
quote that statute.
I already
Quote
told you
obstruction.
what it is.
No,
I don't need
apparently
to
you
explain
don't.
it to you. Sir, look, I'm not looking.
I have to commit an unlawful act and prevent you from performing your unlawful duty to be in violation of obstruction.
Currently, right now.
So what's the unlawful act?
Right now, it came in as a suspicious
Okay,
person.
and what statute is suspicious?
It has nothing to do with it.
Yes, it
I'm
does. What's the
investigating
law?
To determine what's going on. So all
I'm taking
asking is
pictures in
identify
public.
Who you are? You're telling me you're doing something.
Okay.
That's fine, but I need to verify who you are.
No, you don't.
So in the event that something turns into something, I at least can say, all right, I went out and I spoke with this person. You're making this more difficult than it needs to be.
No, you are.
Not really.
You can come out and say, good morning, sir, how you doing? Taking pictures, enjoying your First Amendment right to take pictures in public?
What was the first thing that I said to you today?
What are you doing?
I said, no. I said, how are you, sir?
Okay, how are you?
Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you did.
So you just asked me what did I do, and I already told you what I said.
Okay.
I said, how are you? And I said, what are we doing? And you told me what you're doing. And I said,
that's
that's
it.
fine. And I explained to you why I need documentation from you, just to verify who you are.
Okay, but you
That's
don't need to
it.
verify who I am.
I unfortunately do, yes.
No, I have the right to privacy in public.
You do, to a certain degree.
Yeah,
Okay.
and this is within that degree.
Yes.
Yes.
But again, if we're investigating it for suspicious because somebody called it in, it's not like we just...
It doesn't
came
matter
out
if somebody
here
called it
and-
in.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so if you're outside on your property mowing your lawn and somebody says you're suspicious and the police come by, you have to give them your ID?
To verify that you live there, yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes,
it's
you
your
do.
property. Entitled
Okay.
to follow the law.
Which is this person.
Okay.
We just need to verify who you are and identify who you are.
And
That's all.
what statute is suspicious? What law am I breaking?
Sir, I'm not. I already went over this with you. I don't need to go.
And you
into
haven't
detail.
justified yourself yet.
I do. And listen, again, if
Okay,
you fail
well,
to provide your documentation, you can be placed under arrest for
You
obstruction.
think so?
Documentation. Otherwise, you are going to be placed under arrest for obstruction.
I do not have
Very, very
identification on me.
simple. Well, so then you lied to me because when I first asked you if you had identification on you, you told me yes, I do.
Well, I have fingerprints and retinas.
No, that's incorrect. I asked you, do you have documentation? Do you have identification? You lied to me. So now I have a concern as to whether you're being truthful and honest with me. Do you understand?
Okay, well,
If
you're not
I
being
find
truthful and
out-
honest with me because you haven't quoted the law yet. Then I'm
I don't
required to
need-
show you
sir,
ID.
I already explained to you what I need to
Supervisor.
do. If you fail to, there's actually a supervisor right there.
Okay.
Okay? And I don't need to have a supervisor anyway because I asked you for who you are.
Well, I'm
You lied
asking
to
for a
me about
supervisor.
Who you are, and I
I did not lie about who I am.
explained to you what happens if you fail to provide documentation. Now, if I find out you're lying to me, now you could be charged with hindering.
Do we have a
which
sergeant?
means giving failed documentation.
No.
You have
What's
two
going on, sir?
sergeants right
Two?
here.
Sergeant
Okay.
Perez, what's going on?
So what is your name and what is your information?
I'm not answering any questions. Personal
Okay,
information.
well then you're going to be placed under arrest for obstruction.
And what
Okay,
law
like
is that,
sir?
Sergeant?
He doesn't need to explain it to you.
Well,
I
he
already
does
told you
actually.
that's what it is.
He actually does.
Frank, just hold on a second.
So let's find out.
Can I just ask you what you're doing here?
Yes, sir. I'm in public taking pictures of a public building, expressing my First Amendment right to freedom of press.
Okay.
I'm here to actually file a complaint.
Okay. You have that right. You have all those rights. You just
Thank you. Well, he appears to tell me that I don't.
Now, just so you know, there are areas of this building that are posted.
Absolutely.
That are off limits.
Yep, like
All
the
right?
back of that parking lot there. It
So
says
you
restricted
obviously
area. Can't go
enter
back
those
there.
areas or video those areas.
Absolutely.
Other than that, if you want to walk around with your camera, you can walk around with your camera.
And I don't need to show ID to do that.
You don't have to show ID right now, no sir.
Go!
All right, sir.
How's that?
That's incorrect, actually, in that respect.
Oh, is it?
Okay?
Is it?
It's
So your
different than
sergeant's
what you
wrong.
explained to my
So your sergeant's
source
wrong?
from what we were going to.
So your sergeant's...
We're not gonna get into an argument here.
Sure.
So we're all set,
Because
all right?
I was just threatened with arrest for not providing identification. It's a violation of Fourth Amendment.
All right, sir. But now we're clear on what's going on, right?
Is he?
Are we all clear?
Is he clear? Because I'm clear and you're clear.
Everybody here is clear, sir.
Very good, sir.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
Continue what you're doing.
I appreciate your
All
help.
right? You have a good day.
You too.
All right?
Thank you
We're
very
all
much.
clear, guys.
Thank you.
All right?
Have a nice day, officer.
You too, sir. Have a great
Hope you learned something today.
Morning in New Jersey's administrative district, a citizen filming in public was confronted by a police officer demanding ID without any clear legal basis. Fearless and composed, the man stood his ground, forcing the officer to call a supervisor. In the end, the supervisor admitted the citizen was completely within his rights. Statistics show that over 70% of Americans are unaware of their right to refuse ID when not under specific suspicion. The takeaway? Always ask for the exact law and stand firm on your Fourth Amendment rights. Now, let's move on to video number 2.
What's up? Let's not take a video.
You got a name or badge number? Don't touch my camera. What the f are you doing?
Back up.
What's your name and badge? No, I'm on a public sidewalk.
Okay, that's
You call the police if you got a problem with it. You're a
Okay, so I
security
don't
guard?
understand. Yes, I
Yeah,
am.
then you backed up. Why are you trying to reach for my camera? Who the hell are you? No, who the hell are you?
You don't need to record me.
Who the hell are
You
you?
don't need to record
Don't
me.
walk up to my camera if you don't want to be recorded. Who the hell are you? Special Officer 50242. Special
Yeah, the
nothing.
gentleman refusing to leave.
Special nothing.
Staff.
On the sidewalk. On the sidewalk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then keep walking. I don't know why.
No, I don't have to.
Okay, so are you trying to get seen or no?
You keep walking. Why are you on a public sidewalk?
At you, so don't swear.
I don't, doesn't matter what you're doing.
At you, so don't swear at me.
So until you swear at me, I can swear at you?
I'm not
What are you
swearing.
talking about? It makes no sense.
I'm being
Stop
respectful.
talking to me. No, you're not. You're telling me to move off a public sidewalk.
I'm actually-
Yes, you
I'm
are.
actually-
You told me to keep moving.
Okay.
You told me to keep moving, right? Did you not?
Okay, so
Did you not?
I'm gonna
Did
wait
you
till
not?
you stop-
Did you not?
I'm gonna wait
Did you
till you
not?
stop yelling
Did you
at me.
not? I'm not yelling at you. I'm
Okay.
speaking assertively.
What I'm asking is your
You don't
recording
have to
staff-
ask.
Your recording staff.
She
is
came out and talked to me.
Divided.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
It's a violation
HIPAA
of-
only is for medical staff.
Who did you record?
I'm not medical staff.
I am.
I'm not. Call the police.
medical
Call the
staff.
police.
She's medical
No, you're
staff.
not. You're medically trained?
I am.
You're medically
I am
trained?
part of the
You're
medical
medically
staff.
trained?
She's part of the medical
You're medically
staff.
trained?
Go ahead.
No, call the
So keep
cops.
going.
Call the
Okay.
cops.
I'm asking you right now to go.
You don't have, it doesn't matter. I'm on public.
Okay, so are you a patient here?
I don't have to
You
be.
can't record me.
Can I get your name and badge, please?
No, don't give it to him.
Sean Joyce.
Sean Joyce?
Yeah, 202.
Thank you, professional. No, you can tell her to back off and tell me to stop moving off a public sidewalk. She doesn't seem to know the First Amendment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Okay.
I do this for a living.
Right, yeah.
I do this for a living.
Then go ahead.
Go ahead where? See?
right,
I don't have to move.
You can't record people.
Yes, I
at the
can.
hospital.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. If I'm in public,
Okay.
yes, I can.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Call the cops, because I'm not moving.
I don't understand why you're taking a video of everyone.
Why? Because I'm documenting what's going on right now. That's why. That's simple.
Okay, but
Simple.
I'm asking you to stop recording.
First Amendment. I don't care what you're asking.
Okay.
Don't walk up to a camera.
That's fine. I'll
That's
record
fine.
What's your name?
Doesn't matter.
What's your name?
Sir, we
Exactly,
just-
so we don't have to answer to you.
Sir, we're just
Don't. Yeah, you're asking me unlawful orders. That's what you're asking. Call the cops if you got a problem with it. I'm not moving. Sergeant, you might want to train her better on the First Amendment. Thank you, sir.
All right, no problem. You have a good
Can I
day.
get your name and badge?
My name is Sergeant David O'Brien.
Thank you. She's very unprofessional. Can I get her last name, please?
Turner.
Turner?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it. She doesn't seem to know the First Amendment.
Oh, I'm sorry, do you?
Thank you. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, ma'am. Turner, 5242.
All right, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you. If you don't like your job, ma'am, quit. Hey, Sergeant. I just wanted to...
So just so you know, I
Yeah.
explained to them that you have every right
Yeah.
to do what you're doing on the public sidewalk.
Yeah.
You can film all day.
Yeah, yeah.
You can zoom in.
Yeah.
you have every right as long as you're on the sidewalk.
I appreciate it.
I explained to them, they didn't understand that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they
And
reacted.
I understand how they're
Right.
thinking and the HIPAA and all this.
Exactly, right.
But
I get that you understand
Yeah.
that, but I explained that, freedom of speech.
and she came out a little aggressive, so I was like,
yeah.
ma'am, no. But what I would suggest is along the sidewalk,
Yeah, we're gonna
put
block
something
that.
up. Yeah.
I told them that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said,
And,
it's just
uh,
all new to them. They're not,
Yeah, and then with Turner, she came and tried to grab my camera and everything.
All right,
So
well, I apologize for
yeah,
that.
I would
She
just
should
let her
better.
know. Yeah,
I'm surprised, to be honest.
she told me to keep moving off the
right.
sidewalk, and she told
I
me
could-
she was medical staff and she can't be recorded because of HIPAA. I'm like
that's incorrect.
I'm like
Yeah.
that has nothing.
You
I'm
know
like
that, I know
yeah,
that.
exactly. So,
So
I'm
I
like
will remind our officers
All right,
that
cool.
you're in public, you can film us
Yeah,
all day
yeah.
long. You can, whatever.
And I told her-
and I know you know that.
yeah, and I told her like it's my First Amendment. She's like,
Yeah.
you can't record us. I'm like I can. I do this for a living. She's like, we'll see. I'm like, all right.
You were or
No, mass accountability.
Okay, I watch videos.
Oh,
Excellent.
cool, yeah, yeah.
Okay, continue what you're doing.
I try to be like this.
It makes us more knowledgeable.
Exactly.
As a group.
And I
to know
try
what
to
we can do.
be
Yeah, sure.
respectful and actually have conversation
Yeah,
and
you-
dialogue.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no
Thanks.
problem.
All right.
In turn, let her know if she touches someone on camera, that's assault.
I got you.
That's battery, and
I
I'm
hear
sure
you.
you know that too. But
Yeah, I know.
just let her know, like, someone could take it more serious. You know.
it.
All right, man.
All right,
Hey, have a good one. All right. I hope I just got all that. I'll take it if you have one. Yeah, why not? I really appreciate the
Give me a
professionalism.
chance to give you a card. You got any questions?
You want one of my cards?
Yeah, sure. I'll
Oh,
give you
cool.
my cell phone too. What? Look out.
I've been in touch with one of the lead security guys for the courthouses, Suffolk and Essex County court officers,
Oh, really? Yeah.
and he actually told me he might have me come in and talk to them about First Amendment and
Oh,
stuff.
really? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Which I don't, like I said, I'm out here to actually have knowledge and stuff, and really try to teach people that we should be doing this on top of we can do this, you know.
You're doing your job. You don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. Here's my card.
All right. Appreciate it. There
Here's
you
your
go.
card. Thanks.
All right, man.
Cool.
Nice meeting
Hey,
you.
have a good one.
All right, take care.
Thank you for watching until the end of today's video on Mr. Right. The two recent incidents are not only infuriating, but also serve as powerful proof of how knowing the law can empower everyday citizens. On a calm morning in New Jersey, a sharp and courageous citizen made a police officer admit there was no legal basis to demand ID without reasonable suspicion. No shouting, no resistance, just firm legal knowledge was enough to reclaim justice. In the bustling and high-pressure streets of Boston, a medical staff member at the city's largest medical center, handling thousands of patients daily, brazenly tried to stop a citizen from filming on a public sidewalk. But unexpectedly, a sergeant stepped in and clearly affirmed that recording in public under the First Amendment is entirely legal, forcing the staff member to retreat in silence. According to a survey by the Cato Institute, nearly 73% of Americans do not fully understand their basic rights when dealing with the police. So here's our advice. Learn the law. Remember your rights, stay calm, keep the camera rolling, and ask for specific legal citations if questioned. Knowledge is your shield in situations that may seem stacked against you. If you've ever faced a similar situation, share your story in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Mr. Right to help spread awareness and protect civil liberties. One frame at a time.